Throughout a person's life, it isn't abnormal to have the most recognizable mistake that other people might judge you based on that. Well, the actual lesson is, if you can learn from that mistake and not do it again, then that's excellent. There was once a time where I myself had an unwise decision, and more significantly, I've made this unwise decision when I was not even done with 1/7 of my life. It made me think about it from my bed, made me look at my family picture. It made me think, why in the world did I do that? So I've started to think back on it. It was almost time for me to go swimming, until my mother suddenly called me and started yelling on me. That was a very, very significant time. It just reminds me of everything. Oh yeah. Me and my mother suddenly fought because my mother was saying unacceptable thoughts. And I'm like, OMG. So I ran out the door, slammed it as hard as I can, and started walking down the road of Gangdong-gu. But I took a sudden stop and thought, why should I go swimming? What if I get a cramp again? What if I'm exhausted tomorrow? What if I die? So I actually went to the PC room after that. It was a great time. It was so stressful relieving. I was like, wow, I can't believe it. So I logged into my ID, then went in Battle.net and started to play some games. After a while, after 30 minutes, I couldn't even notice that 30 minutes have passed. I was playing, insanely. Time went by faster than I could imagine. So, while I was playing the game, I had some thoughts inside my mind. Is this really the right thing? Shouldn't I just go swimming? But looking at the clock, it's too late. So I just continued to play on games. I remember this moment until my mom or my dad had called my cell phone. It was like everything has paused for a moment. I was thinking, should I pick up the phone or not? So I just picked it up. But before I picked it up, there were 10 million moments of regrets. Anyways, I picked up the phone. My mom, it wasn't my mom, it was my dad. Worse than my mom. He was saying, Brian, if you come home, you're dead. Why didn't you go swimming? My mind was going nuts. I couldn't even use my keyboard while playing the game. So, as time went by, I started to think about, I was numb. My dad will order me to come right back home, and the second I come back home, I have to suffer some consequences. So, in my mind, I had 10 million thoughts. When I get home, what will he hit me with? A golf club? Make me do 10 million push-ups? Until I die. Or make me lift a chair for hours. Anyways, the penalty was the golf club. So, this was practically the story of my As I look at it today, I find it quite hilarious and quite ironic. How can ditching swimming classes be a formative moment? Well, actually, the big lesson that I've learned by experience, that beseeching sometimes isn't the best choice. for mercy. Sometimes it is better to convey how sorry I am for the mistake, showing that I have actually learned something. But through this experience, I did learn one bad thing. To have to run away through every mistake to prevent me from doing something irresponsible.